Outrage and horror. These are the emotions many felt when they learned of the more than 270 Nigerian schoolgirls kidnapped by Islamist militant group Boko Haram. The kidnapping prompted an international effort to locate the girls. Among the nations assisting Nigeria, the United States, which deployed 80 troops.
The deployment coincided with powerful testimony before the U.S. Congress by a young survivor of a Boko Haram attack. 15-year-old Deborah Peter was just 12 years old when militants attacked her family. VOA Congressional Correspondent Saine was in the room as Deborah shared her story with lawmakers and described the day Boko Haram killed her father and brother. What was it like for you as a reporter sitting in that room watching her testify?
Well, Alex, I think we were all struck by how small and young she seemed. She was in a floral dress with a sweater. She was very soft-spoken. She went through and told the whole story of how 3 men from Boko Haram came to her home and shot and killed her father and her brother in front of her, and then forced her to lie down between the corpses. And she was composed, which made it all the more, I think, difficult to watch for me and the other journalists.
We told him they're going to give him a chance if he denied his faith, but my dad refused to deny his faith. He didn't give up. And then he told them that God says anyone that denied him in the front of people, he's going to deny them in the front of his dad in heaven. So that's how they shoot my dad in his chest 3 times.
It's now 2014, and we've seen Boko Haram take these nearly 300 Nigerian schoolgirls from Deborah's same town. Why has it taken so long for this to get global attention, and what are lawmakers saying about that?
The chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Ed Royce, pointed out that 500 schools have been burned down in Nigeria, that while the world is deliberating on what to do, more girls are being kidnapped, more people are being taken.
The difficulty is that Boko Haram is in a process of expanding their terror, and the frequency of these attacks, the attacks on girls, that's been an evolution. I mean, as they've intimidated and frightened the Nigerian military, they're now to the point where a lot of military units have run away.
And we did see a big announcement by the Obama administration on the day that Deborah appeared before Congress. What happened?
The president sent a letter to Congress saying that there are 80 military advisors now in Chad, mainly, I think, to run drones, unarmed drones, to try and track down the girls. But some in Congress are saying, you know, we really would like to see more, that the U.S. is uniquely in a position to take on things like hostage situations, negotiation, rescue missions, that they have the intelligence to track down these girls, and they are calling on the U.S. Obama administration to do so.
So what kind of triumph then does Deborah represent as a young girl who survived an attack by Boko Haram and is now going to school in a Western school here in this area in Virginia, correct?
Well, that's absolutely right, and she has come to be the human face, which is riveting even more attention on this issue. She's here in the United States, she's going to a Christian school in Virginia, and she actually, when she spoke, she said that, asked what her message would be, she said, well, maybe the Army can go out and rescue those girls, and she said, and also help others who have lost their families, that they can go to school. So going to school is so important for her.
What kind of emergence of support have we seen around the world?
Social media, as I'm sure you know, Alex, has really gotten involved to bring back our girls, and there is just a worldwide movement. I think that this has really put a face on the issue, and these girls who've been taken, and there's just I think it has reached the level where people say this can just no longer be tolerated. And there are concerns about the Nigerian military, corruption and human rights abuses there, but at least on Capitol Hill, lawmakers are saying, look, this is an extraordinary situation. We have to get beyond those. The president can make an exception. He can do what's called a waiver and say we do need to send more U.S. support for this mission.
All right, and again, that was VOA Congressional Correspondent Cindy Saine. Now, it's interesting to note, Phil, Boko Haram's name itself means Western education is prohibited. Yeah, and the U.S. officially designated Boko Haram a terrorist organization last year, with the State Department saying the group has ties to al-Qaeda.
All right, thanks, Alex.